Hey all, Binks here, and today we're winning with the element of surprise. The deck is Heimdall Ramp. Goal of the deck is to start with kind of a general Electro ramp game plan. So I like to run a 1-drop and a 2-drop in all my ramp decks. Sunspot's always great, can kind of soak up that extra energy you might not be using. And then in the 2-drop slot's a bit of a flex. You can use things like Scorpion or Armor. I really like Lizard for the extra power in this deck. And then on turn 3, we always want to be playing either Electro or Wave to ramp into our giant monsters. Now, this deck has one big surprise that's different from most other Electro ramp decks, and that's the amazing play of Heimdall on turn 6. The 6 energy, 8 power card, with on reveal, move your other cards 1 location to the left. So Heimdall is the boss card of the movement decks, the big card to just kind of get one big last move push and get, you know, some additional benefits in that deck. But I think that Heimdall works best in non-movement decks as a way to surprise your opponent. In Marvel Snap, one of the best ways to climb is to clutch out big 4 and 8Q games with things that your opponent's not going to expect. You know, you could be having an Electro out there, your opponent can calculate, hey, you know, no matter what giant card that they play, this play is always going to win. They might even snap against you on turn 6, and then boom, you bust out the complete surprise of Heimdall, shift everything over to the left, and steal away the game. Now, the rest of the cards in the deck are meant to either pull cards to the right or just have really big stats. So Aero is really good to pull cards to the right whenever they play it. Doc Ock can be played on the right and just pull all of their cards there, because we're going to try and shift over to the left later and just leave that and kind of abandon that lane anyway. And then Magneto can be used to pull additional cards over to the right as well. And then we just want really big stats. So we have Devil Dinosaur in there. Giganto, this one was a little bit iffy. This could probably be Hulk or Red Skull if you were trying to rebuild or play this deck yourself. And then lastly, we have Dr. Doom. Dr. Doom is really good because if we do Heimdall, we're going to get 2 Doombots that end up on the left and 1 in the middle. And it's just a really, really good way to win out games when we're not doing that Heimdall game plan. Now, I try and be really honest about all the decks that I build, and I really think that this one can be like tier 3 or tier 4. It climbed incredibly well. I got a lot of amazing 8 and 4Q victories that our opponent definitely had no idea that we'd have any way to be able to win, and it's an absolute blast. So if you are looking for a fun competitive deck and you like the ramp game plan, I think you're gonna absolutely love this one. As always, if you're enjoying this content, make sure to hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, make sure to check down below. Make sure that you are subscribed for daily Marvel Snap content. And you can catch me live at twitch.tv/binks_plays. Enjoy. Very rude of our opponent. Okay. Dr. Doom off the rip. Very nice. They get a Doom too? Look at that. Okay. I could go 5-6-6 here. If I wave, I'm waving into Magneto. I don't have any 3 or 4 costs out yet. If I Electro, I'm Electroing to Aero, Magneto, and then maybe like Heimdall. That'd be pretty cool. Electro, Aero, Magneto, then hopefully get Heimdall by the end. Just try and pull everything over to the right. Let's try it. Use wave, they could leader us. Yeah, leader us isn't too terrible though, interestingly enough. Electro usually is just kind of finds a little bit of a way to be better. So let's pull with Aero. Nothing. Very weird. Still ahead. If they play 3 or 4 cards, we can still Magenta them. Problem is that if they play left here, okay. Let's try it. I think it's gonna be tight. If they pull Vision left, we're gonna be at 4-4-8. We'll be at 16 here. If they pull Vision left, they'll be at 10. They need to play a somewhat big thing left. They could also be running leader here. If they're running leader, depends on where they play it. Let's just go for it. If it's if they play leader here, I think we're losing, I believe. We'll see though. The math is too hard. Yeah. Wait, unless? Oh, let's go! The math's too hard, man. We just gotta believe. This is why this deck is cool, dude. This deck does stuff like this, man. That dude was like leader, easy peasy, GG's. And we said, no, 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 we're going over here, man. GG's, let's go. Heimdall's usually just the right play. I gotta remember that. I gotta remember that no one in their right freaking minds is gonna expect Heimdall to ever happen, right? No, no one will ever expect Heimdall to happen. It's gonna be a complete surprise. So we have Sunspot into Electro and Aero, all going right. I kind of like the snap here. Wave substitute, honestly, there's none, man. If you don't have Wave and Electro, it's really hard to run ramp decks. You can, because this has 4 or 5 drops, you can run Psylocke, but I have a hard time recommending it. I have a really hard time recommending this deck if you're missing Wave. Okay, cool. So we're getting them to push right, which is great. We don't even have to Heimdall on the last turn, which is normally the case. We can slide this Heimdall over here. Okay, this is terrible for our opponent. Very snapped, right? Yeah, very snapped. What is Aero? If they don't go right, then we pull them right. They do go right. That's totally fine. Hopefully it's not something that can move. It's Thor. Thor's fine. We're getting the F out of there anyway. Might not even be... Are we even Heimdalling? I think we just go Heimdall left, Giganto left. Maybe don't... Let's Giganto first. Because maybe we don't want to Heimdall. We might not want to Heimdall here. We might just be winning here, right? We'll see where they play. Let's see where they play. I'm going to guess Jane Foster middle. Be my guess. Jane Foster middle would be my guess. If it's Jane Foster middle, we might be just Heimdall middle. Heimdall middle might be a response. Then Heimdall will be pretty much guaranteed here. If they don't play left, I cannot imagine on the last turn they're going to be able to beat a Giganto, right? But if they played left, we might be Heimdalling left. We'll figure it out. And Foster middle. Yeah, I think we just Heimdall middle. Heimdall middle. They're going to feel really, really good that they can buff up the store. They're going to try there. We're always losing right. Is Magento right just to play, actually? What do you think about Magento right? Yeah, it's got to be Magento right, right? Magento right, it can't pull anything. They have to beat a 14 power Giganto. Yeah, they'll probably just retreat no matter what. Nah, Magento middle is iffy because we might lose middle and then we might still lose right somehow. If they like play cards middle and then we only pull Lockjaw Jubilee, they still play the Mjolnir. There's a lot of problems we can get into. Plus they have initiative, so they can't even Sean left. Why do I say Magento? That's what the card's called. Do middle? I don't think do middle's a play. I think this always wins. I think this wins 100% of games. Heimdall right could be the line, no, because they're always Mjolniring here, right? And Heimdall right only gives us 7. We always lose right then. So we just Magento right. They can't beat that. I mean, they could have 3 cards that beat 14 power, but I really doubt it. It is very hard to beat 14 power. Wow, very close. But the Giganto is going to be enough. GG's. You do have to deal with some weird lines like that with this deck. For sure. We'll take a big 4 cuber there. Looking spiffy? Thank you. Thank you. It's very annoying for them. That's unbelievably annoying for them. We can't get to Morg, but we do have Heimdall to get there, so it's not that we can't get there. It's just a little harder. I think what we're going to do is we're going to wave. We're going to Doc Ock right. Then we're going to Devil Dinosaur middle and then Heimdall right. It's going to be our game plan here. Tick Odin. We'll play the big old Devil Dinosaur. And then we will Heimdall right, and hopefully we can win left. I feel like opponents can have a really hard time beating us on left. I'm gonna guess this Invisible Woman. I'm gonna guess this is a Wong. So opponent's probably big man because this is almost certainly a Wong, which doesn't really do anything. So actually maybe we're not even Heimdalling that hard. Nah, we're gonna Heimdall. We're gonna Heimdall right for sure. And they never beat 13 there. They just Heimdall right. They're probably gonna be able to beat us here. So we just Heimdall, move all these cards, jump that Devil Dinosaur over to the left. This might be a Sean, which actually destroys us, but nowhere does not allow that to happen. Ooh, nobody expects the Heimdall, baby. Oh, we're fine. A little scary. A little scary. Yeah, getting that Odin out was very nice. Surprised they just played the White Tiger. I'm gonna guess they were just gonna play White Tiger Odin there. We usually actually beat White Tiger Odin, even if Doc Ock didn't flip. Yondu, thank you for thinning my deck. I did not want to draw that rock. It's gonna be really great if we draw Electro or Wave next turn, and then the Yondu is just pure profit. All right, opponent's just being lucky. Gotta respect him for it. Another freaking rock, huh? Alrighty then. Did I shave today? No. I shaved 2 days ago. Chin's starting to get, the lines are starting to get a little bit fluffy. Alrighty then. Lionizer. What are you doing? Just do this as a joke. We actually get the raft before them, even though we're Doc Ocking here. But let's just see. We probably want to leave this game anyway, but maybe this causes enough chaos that we get something. So if somehow we're ahead after this Doc Ock, you know, maybe we can get something good. Who knows? Wasp can get even bigger than a 0-5. It'd be like a 0-6. Wasp is great in any Patriot deck. Oh, actually kind of cracked. Okay. Anything to pull with Heimdall? No. I feel like here. Here, do we ever win? I think they're just gonna fight us for right, huh? Okay. Hear me out. I think they're gonna play a big card right. That's my guess. If we make this play, if we will move these rocks and the lizard right, we'll add one more Ultron bot and we'll win. We'll tie middle. We'll be up here by 2. We'll gain 4. No, if they play a big thing, we just lose. Here, then we tie left. And we tie left. Add 2. God damn it, dude. Magento right, Ultron left. And we can Magento. Wait, maybe we Magento mid, Ultron right. Oh. Oh. Don't die. Come on, Magento. Hold. Hold, Magento. Hold. Hold. Oh, let's go. We take those. Hold. I think we still win if it's tied middle. We still won. We won either way, chat. Even if that wave had stayed alive. Even if that wave had stayed alive, we still win. Because we tie mid. But yeah, getting all those big cards out of their hand, like Death Leader, that was what they wanted to finish the game on. They must have top decked the wave Also kind of interesting to have the scroll go on this deck. No ramp again, man. Okay, they're gonna have Ghost Rider, Lady Sif. Can't play anything until the last turn. It's tough, man. Deck's tough when you don't get any ramp. Boned him rocks? Why? Maybe something catastrophic happens to them here? Who knows? I think they're playing this, okay. This fills them left. Ghost Rider isn't effective. Rock. Wait, are we gonna win? Okay. Well. Snap and win? I only have one card in hand. They have to be 10 power. Are we scared to snap? That is crazy. I cannot believe that we're going to win this game. They could have top decked Magneto. If they top deck Magneto, we lose. But no, they run Chavez. Dude, they run Chavez. They run Chavez. That's Chavez 100% of the time. 100% of the time it's Chavez. Let's go. Ooh. Nothing in your hand. Give me those cubes, baby. that game shouldn't have worked. That game shouldn't have worked at all. But we take those, baby. Mental 5-2. Yeah, dude, that deck runs Chavez. Those Dexter was actually playing. I was watching Dexter play it literally earlier today. That was the deck that Nina is new ran to infinite. So, on average, you're getting 5-11. Sometimes you get 5-13, but usually you're skipping one and you end up with a 5-11. Now, I can't do it. Saying I could wave into double 6-drop in the last turn. Yeah, let's do it. Sounds fun. The problem here is that on 5 I have to wave, which feels a little bit bad. They also got an Apocalypse, which is very scary. But we'll see if this works. What's your thoughts on MODOK? My thoughts on MODOK. Could be cool. We'll have to wait and see. Go wave left into like Heimdall Giganto. And we could probably win. We're gonna win here. They can play 2 6 costs, or they can play 2 4 costs. The problem with the wave actually doesn't stop the Zabu, huh? The wave doesn't really do what I want against this Zabu. Yeah. Against the Zabu deck, wave is just kind of ineffective, right? We could try and cheese, but I feel like trying to go for like a cheese win here is a bit iffy. They also snap, which could point to them having... Let's... whatever. Let's go for it. Let's have fun. Have some fun, chat.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
I have the feeling they're going to play... Chat, we might not non-ironically win this. Okay, this will go to 10 power. If they go all in right, which they very well might, and we do like Heimdall... Do you even want a Magneto? Heimdall Doom, right? Or do you even want to send the Doom left? Like Doom Heimdall? Doom will go Doom, then all this will get pushed over here. The Doom and the Sunspot will go middle. What's the best way of doing this? I think Doom Heim, right? Doom Heim seems really good. Try it. I don't think they're going to expect this at all. This is psycho play. But this is the whole... Oh my gosh, they went all in. We still somehow win this? Depends on what the Dracula pulls, I think. Because the dagger is going to get a huge buff. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, chat. Opponent must be fuming, dude. Opponent must be fuming. Holy, dude. Let's go. People watching the stream on YouTube suck? Don't say that, I'll ban you. I love the people watching on YouTube. How dare you? Incredibly rude of you. I demand an apology right now to the YouTube audience. Heimdall mid might have won there. Yeah, it was weird, man. It's pretty good. We didn't miss too many things, right? It wasn't too bad. It was actually not bad at all. We have a zero energy Taskmaster, and we're not gonna be waived. They suck? You're willing to die on the cell? Oh man. Yeah, you get one more chance to apologize or else I'm banning you. And it's no reason for you to get banned here. It's really silly actually if you're choosing to get banned. One more chance. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Go ahead, ban me. Oh, it's tough, man. All you had to do is apologize. It's interesting in this world, right? Sometimes all you have to do is simply apologize for doing something that's not really nice. And sometimes just you put your foot down and you say, no, I'm not gonna do that because I'm more important. I think that's a really bad attitude to have personally. You know what I mean? Ads on Twitch are unbearable. You don't get any ads on my channel, which is pretty cool. So even a single surfer doesn't win them here. Already snapped, right? Okay. Let's go Dino middle. We get leech, but then I just have a 0-5. It's not that bad. No, it's a 1-5 now. Wait, what? And why? Oh, it was, chat. It was -1 because of this. No, it was -1 because of the scorpion. So because it was -1, you guys can see this, right? No, here. It was -1 because of the scorpion. So because it got to +1, it stayed at 0. Scorpion difference. That's hilarious. I've never seen that interaction before. I've never seen that interaction my whole life. That's amazing. That's incredible, dude. I've absolutely never seen that interaction. That's so funny. That's great. The more you know. The more you know. This. Why did I skip? I had lizard. I thought that this was Giganto. They got me tilted, chat. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. We're in trouble, chat. Bagulev would have been free 8 cubes. So true. Merely needed them to not have any of the cards they had. So my favorite movie? Probably The Departed. I really like The Departed. They're really fun. Turns out surprisingly good against Darkhawk. Hell yeah, dude. +4 power. End of the game. Freaking cracked. We might be facing Darkhawk right here. I would reckon there's a pretty good chance. Let's see, what do they get from Exclamation? Hellcow? Love to see it. Nice crystal. Nice rock slide. I bet you want both of those cards. I'm gonna go ahead and give them a chance out of the game. There's a good chance they probably don't want to be here anymore, understandably. We'll give them the option though. We'll certainly give them the option. Now, we do have to worry about Sean's here. Sean's are still kind of scary. But we can just kind of pull everything mid. We pull the Zabu Hellcow mid. run them out of options, we at least can hide the Magneto. They're probably going to play another card middle. I would imagine. There's a decent chance to play another card middle. I know Might Right will eventually make him 13 power. It's true. Let's see if that's enough later. We might just stack a bunch of stuff middle and then Heimdall right. Could be the play. Think Sean needs a nerf? I don't know. I think statistically, if you looked at Snapped Off Fanny, it's pretty darn good. Maybe go down like 1 power. Or maybe go to like 10. Like you need to be 10 power. Potential. Potentially could be nerfed. Okay, nice. Okay, so they're going to Spider-Man us here. They did the Spider-Man Absorb Man play, interestingly enough. I don't think they know what turn it is. What we're going to do is we're going to jam them up middle. Which is very good for us. We're going to have to play right here, whether we want to or not. What we can is we can literally just Aero right, and then we can set it for a Giganto left. I mean, they could have a pretty big Darkhawk, but I don't think it's going to be that big, right? They shouldn't have any way to really affect this too terribly much. Or if we're even ahead, right, we're in heaps and heaps of trouble, right? Oh, yeah. Nice Darkhawk, buddy. We can Giganto left. This does lose to Sean if they top deck Sean, but they're literally in top deck mode. I imagine a retreat's gonna come out here. We could also Doom for 10 power left that avoids Sean. Is there a single card in their deck that could possibly beat us if we go to 12 power left? I can't imagine there's a single card in their deck that could beat us, right? The only thing that I think they could do to beat us is if they top deck Sean and we played the Giganto. So if we Doctor Doom middle, we're playing around like the only thing that could possibly beat us. It's got to be the play then. Or probably just retreats though, right? A new Aero animation is clean? Yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. That was a really good game top to bottom. Make sure to subscribe. Watch that one too.